Morning, peeps and peepettes and everybody else around. Hope everybody's well. Hope you're all doing good and keeping safe and nice and warm. Couple of things that's been going through my head. I've been watching a lot of the commentators talking about Tommy Robinson's situation. I've been reading a lot about it. As we all know, he's a civil prisoner in I think Woodall's a Cat B, isn't it? But he's in prison for contempt of court by using his journalistic integrity to not reveal certain details. We know he was screwed. We all know he was screwed. We all know it was set up by the authorities. We all know that they're scared of him. We all know that, especially some of the senior ones in the country, as in Keir Starmer, the Labour Party, even some of the Conservatives, head of the police and everything like that. We all know that they're scared of him. Anyway, the situation's getting pretty dire, isn't it, with him? As in, first of all, people that was visiting was asked to sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, about anything that they talked about, so they couldn't. So the likes of Paul Thorpe or Richard Inman, whoever, couldn't come on to YouTube and tell us the state of things, or if they was receiving emails even, I think was part of it, that they couldn't say certain things. And I mean, before that, we all know that he's in isolation. Is it 22 or 23 hours a day he's in isolation? And, you know, is treated badly. Well, he said at the time he was being treated all right, but things are getting decidedly scary for him. And then we heard that people like Paul Thorpe, Richard Inman, anybody basically was being prevented from visiting him. Their visit applications were being denied, which just isolates the man even more, and it plays into your head. And having been in prison myself a long time ago, I know that visiting and visitations, and anybody that's been inside knows that visiting and visitations of people makes your day, makes your week. Whether you get one a week, one a month, whatever, it makes that period of time so much better. It's a massive stress release off your shoulders, off your head. So that's obviously not good. And then we found out, I think I was listening to Paul Thorpe yesterday, and he was saying that Tommy's even been stopped from emailing, and even his ex-wife, the mother of his children, has been refused visitation rights to go and see him. And I think he's due for release. Well, he got an 18-month, didn't he, at the end of October? So is he due for release about July, August? Something like that. If, depending on time spent and how much he gets off and stuff. But it makes me think, and like I said at the beginning of this, the authorities are scared of him. Keir Starmer's scared of him. The police and the CPS are scared of him. They're scared of his knowledge, and they're scared of the support he's got, because you know he was the vocal, the voice in the breaking of the rape gangs situation and all that, which is why so many lamestream and left-wing media have brought up his past, when he was a football hooligan with Luton, when he formed the EDL, and so on and so forth. And that's why so many people are still keen to throw that shit about to anybody that supports him. It makes me think, right? All this isolation, all this being kept in the dark, being locked up, being restricted of information of anything, it's going to play on his head so bad. And like I said, having been in prison before, I know how bad it can get when you're stuck in your cell. I was never in isolation, but I do know how it feels to be stuck inside that cell, inside that, even on a wing. It's awful, especially when you're such a high-profile person like he is. You know, there's going to be people, which is why he can't go on the wings, because there's going to be certain groups of people looking for him. It's really hard to say, but I'm beginning to think maybe the powers that be are trying to break him, test his willpower and break him to the point that he, for YouTube's sake, unalives himself. Like Peter Lynch did, the grandfather who was jailed for basically saying he prays for his children. He unalived himself because he couldn't cope with it. Now, Tommy's a tough man. He's been a tough man for a hell of a long time. I mean, some of the stories he's told would break most people, let alone this. But I'm seriously questioning, in my own head, whether the powers that be are trying to break him down so much, with so much isolation and nobody being allowed to visit him, no emails or anything, that they want him to unalive himself. And if that's the case, it's beyond dystopian. It's beyond North Korea, it's beyond Russia, it's beyond China. China, as they say. But, excuse me. It's not beyond the deprivation realms of possibility with this current authoritarian control that they're trying to put over the people. I hope it's not the case. I hope it's not the case. I hope he comes out, and I hope he comes back fucking strong. And apparently there is a march when he's out. There is a march organised for sometime in September. So let's hope it's a positive march. Worth keeping an eye open, keeping your eyes on it and keeping your ears open. Anyway, everybody, have a really good weekend. It's Saturday today, football day. Hope everybody goes all right, apart from people in Doncaster, because I want Grimsby Town to win. Just a personal thing. Nah, seriously. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Stay safe, look after yourselves, look after your friends and your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, the people you've got round your table, the people you talk to long distance. As always, if you see somebody looking a bit down in the streets, just give them a quick, hey mate, you alright? Or alright love, but be careful, because if they've got stupid colour wear and you call them love, they'll probably have a fucking dicky fit at you. I know. And look after yourselves. Alright peeps, let's hope we get a positive outcome. So stay safe, stay proud, stay loud, peace.